Hey everybody, it's Matt. We're back again for the 31st dose of Besremi. Got a brand new book here. Finished up the last one on the 30th dose. I strongly recommend this if you're just starting out or, in the journey, just to keep track of where you're doing your injections and how much. So 100 micrograms in the left thigh today. I jotted down some notes just to keep my thoughts straight. I'll try to make it hopefully informative and etc. So 2 weeks ago I did my 30th dose, and I would say probably around that evening I started getting a bit of cold-like symptoms, and this would be my first cold or anything that I've had, any kind of those little congestion or whatever, since starting this well over a year ago. And it's not your usual cold, so it made me start to think about, we've been having these air quality warnings in Buffalo for just about 2 weeks now. There's been wildfires up in Canada, and the way the wind has been flowing, it seems like it's trickling down into Chicago, across the Great Lakes, right through Buffalo here, and there's been air quality warnings for about 2 weeks. And so I don't know. If I had to make an assumption, I would say I haven't felt like it's been a normal cold. I've had a dry cough, and it's coincided pretty much with this air quality warning from these wildfires. I guess these tiny particles can actually get into your bloodstream. So they say if you are at risk or a higher risk, which perhaps we are, especially with bloodstream issues. In the past, I probably would have just ignored it, but I have been spending a lot of time outside. Well, I was, and then I kind of stopped. And so I've been kind of staying close to home and inside, but it could have something to do with it. So just be mindful of that. Depending on where you live, you may be clear of this, or, future warnings. It may have had an effect on me these past 2 weeks. So otherwise I have your regular cold and I'm just dealing with it, but I've been active, so it's good. Today I had kind of a weird ocular migraine. I used to get these when I first started Besremi, and probably even before. I have been doing a lot of computer work trying to finish up my next book, and maybe have just done too much of that. I don't necessarily know that it's certainly not from the Besremi, I don't believe. But it could be a symptom of PV, some weird flashes and stuff like that. I laid down for like 20 minutes and it went away. But yeah, please let me know if that ever has happened to you. I'll be traveling soon, and the way my here in Buffalo, I get my Besremi delivered once a month. They give me a month supply, and they'll deliver it to the house, which is great. And the pharmacy called to say, we have your delivery, and I know I'm going to be traveling, and I won't be back in time for the next delivery. So without kind of, getting into trying to ship it to where I'm at and things like that, I had asked them, is there any exceptions? Can I get an extra dose that I can just bring with me? So I'll have, 3 doses that will carry me through the time period. And they were great. They said contact your insurance. There's a holiday, I think it's called like a holiday clause or something, if you are traveling. So I had to go through this approval process, but I did get it approved, which is great. And they gave me an extra dose of Besremi, so I can actually travel with that. So pro tip, maybe that will be helpful for you. First I thought they probably only do like a 1 month supply. They have to have everything approved and so forth. But so it was another process, but I was able to get that approved. So again, depending on your insurance, hopefully that would work for you if you're doing any traveling. 2 other things. I read someone talking about, I think they've been on for about 2 years, on Besremi for about 2 years, and they're reducing their dose, and some of their numbers aren't going up, some are, whatever, they're out of whack. I'm not even sure exactly what it is, but they're out of whack. And their NPN specialist told them it's kind of like going out to sea in a ship. So maybe when you start the journey, you kind of starting and you're going way out, and it takes a while for, this is a little dose and it's going through, and you got a lot of blood and it's doing whatever it's doing. And so you go way out to sea, and then all of a sudden you turn the ship around and you start to reduce, and that it takes its own time. So I thought that was pretty insightful. Hopefully that helps you. It was a visual for me. So anyway, saying that, I say keep the faith. These are There's a lot going on inside of our bodies right now. I don't even understand a smidgen of it, but yeah. And lastly, I would just say, wanted to just give thanks. Someone had shared um, my channel on one of the blogs or whatever, and it really meant the world to me. I don't go around asking people to share it and that kind of thing. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Oh, those are so annoying. It was never about that. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me feel good. I actually I welled up a little bit, and I just thought that is great because, when they shared it, they said something like, "Hey, this has been inspirational for me," and I was inspired now to want to continue these. And um, yeah, I mean, we're on this journey together. So they shared our channel, and hopefully, um, you know, yeah, just know that I'm praying for you. I really, really sincerely mean that every morning and throughout the day. Now, if I get up in the middle of the night, I put a mental note in there that I pray for you um, in the middle of the night too, because I usually get up at least once. So there's too much information. God bless you, and thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.